And again, I do suspect that we'll fill in a little bit more as we get closer to the top of the hour, although we are going to be a little bit light tonight, but that's okay because we know we can do this with fewer numbers. We did it to begin the expedition. We are exactly 2 weeks away from Underfoot, which is exciting. Again, numbers are expected to be a little bit light over the next few weeks or so. It always gets lighter as we head into spring as things start to warm up. If we could please, let's go ahead and move to Corifax. I'm going to go ahead and start the move to Corifax, please.
Testing, how do I sound?
Hello, we hear you. Sound good.
Okay, thank you.
Again, we are heading to live Corifax. Once we get folks here, we'll move invis to the entrance to Citadel. If you want to invis your way now, you may do so. If you're unfamiliar of the way, you can just wait on your guildies. Again, once you're in Corifax, if you don't know the way, you can just wait at the entrance and I'll lead some of you there. If you do know the way or you want to follow your guildies, please do so. We're headed to the Citadel instance entrance. And Kudu, if you want to request it, you can. Should just be a click.
Yeah, I'm not there yet. I will.
Yeah, no worries. Melite, I'll drag you if you die there.
Well, I expect I'll die. Let's see, die or train the raid?
One is certainly a lot more fun than the other.
It wasn't me this time.
Progress.
I got Mel. I'll bring her to the instance entrance. If there's an officer at the instance entrance, if they could put down a banner, that'd be helpful.
It's down.
Thank you.
Hey kid, if somebody was new to the game and they leveled up to 85, would they be able to get piggied in here, or do they have to have the back flag from the last zone?
No, they'd be able to get piggied easily.
They just
Okay,
gotta
thanks.
be in the raid when we kill the final boss.
Or what's likely going to happen is they'll get keys as we kill each event.
But they still have to get the flag to zone into Corifax, don't they?
I don't think so. I think they can get into Corifax without it. Sorry,
Oh.
I think they can get into through the banner without Corifax.
Yeah, we'd have to put the banner in the Citadel.
Yeah, I'll do invites in just a second. Let me get the raid kind of settled and organized here first, please.
Yeah, I gotcha. And hello, everyone.
Hello, hello.
And it's nice to make sure I'm logged on to the correct character.
If I missed anybody for an invite, just let me know. We are meeting in Citadel. The banner is up and the instance is active. We should have no piggy issues tonight, although it looks like we have 2, but you will get back flagged on the first event. But you'll still be able to join us. We have plenty of piggy slots. You can zone in, please. You can zone in. Oh shoot, I dropped Melite's corpse right there at the instance. Can somebody res it for me? I forgot. Thank you, Raleigh. If there is anybody that would like to flag an alt or just get the kill credit, go ahead and accept now. I'll get you at least in the DZ.
Do people have trouble getting in, or is it just me?
That door is always a pain in the butt.
Okay, thank you.
Click around, especially up top.
In the event that I missed anybody that needs an invite, just go ahead and accept for me, please. Banner is down inside. We'll just wait a moment for everybody to get here. We're actually still a minute before we technically start raid, and then we've got to do some buffs. So let's just give some time for folks to get here. Again, for those that are trying to click in, it is a difficult click. Just try clicking around different parts of the door. It'll take a moment, but you'll get it. I'm going to AFK just about 20-30 seconds. Looks like we have almost everyone in. There's a couple of folks still making their way here. Let's go ahead and begin buffs, please, if we could.
Okay, Kid, if you can, or if we got a second beforehand, I'm trying to help Landholder. I guess his key is not working as far as talking, and I've kind of reached my level of expertise, and I'm not really helping him any longer. So if there's maybe somebody else that could help him.
You mean with Discord?
Correct.
Landholder, if you're able to hear us, that's great. If someone wants to work with Landholder, see if they can figure out his key issue, his hotkey issue.
And yes, Land can hear, but he's just not able to talk.
Perfect.
Does he have a little bitty button that turns his microphone on and off, possibly?
Oh, I knew that was.
Or in line?
Okay, again, let's get those buffs going, please. For those that are here and are not flagged, that's fine. We'll get you flagged. I do have a few slots for boxes if they just want the kill credit, or eventually they will get the keys. Tonight we'll be doing, I'm hoping, at least the first 3 events. If we can do 4, that just frees up our Friday a little bit softer, but if we can do 3 tonight, that'd be great. The first event we've done a couple of times, and we seem to have that down. I do not have Train here tonight, so calling out is going to be a little bit difficult. I will also be hoping to see if I can have a couple of folks help with pulls. There's no pulls in this first event, obviously. Let's get those buffs going, and let's get them out quickly, please. We're also missing a few folks. I know Pox and Ave are out tonight. They won't be with us. And I know a few other folks are not going to be here. So we're going to be lighter than usual. We still have almost 40, which is fantastic. Keep the guild growing, by the way. Keep picking up folks that you see that are kind of moving at our style. I want us to make sure we're staying strong. Let's get temp buffs on everyone, please. We all have to listen to this damn stomach growl. Alright, first event is the Mind Blight event. It's that thing right in front of us. I'm going to explain this fight because we've only done it once or twice. Some of you have never done it before at all, so I'll try to explain. Enchanters on the raid. Number one thing, this includes bards as well. Malawan, go ahead. Make sure you are mezzing the mind Nars, please. Aladwin has also got the raid information there. He's not going to do anything until 85%. At 85%, we're going to start getting those ads, and then we're going to have to start really pumping up the DPS on this guy. When he despawns, the first thing we need to handle are those mind Nars. Make sure they get mezzed. They should depop almost immediately. I need all enchanters and bards to make sure they're mezzing, please. The second thing is there's going to be a direction. I will call out the direction to run to. It will be opposite of the direction that you see listed in your chat window. I'll call you the direction that we run to. We're going to run 3 times in each spawn. So I'll call out 3 different directions. Then we kill. Try not to kill too soon or we'll all get snared. In the meantime, once the Mind Blight respawns, get dots on it, get the DPS on it. We'll obviously handle the other guys, but we need to make sure we're at least keeping the DPS on it. Again, if you've never done this fight, it's a little bit chaotic at first. If we can just get them to 35%, and there is going to be a time in which we need to get them down to 35%. By the way, is that people that came into the DZ? Because I wasn't expecting you to actually be here, but if you're here, I can put you in the raid.
I'm not leaving them here. I just wanted them to get the zone.
Got it. Okay, just making sure.
Too much confusion.
I hear you.
Zoe here. My computer just shut itself off. I'll be in as soon as I can.
No problem. Just X up. Quick reminder on this fight. Once we go in, do not come back into this little area. Once we pass the threshold, don't pass the bones in front of us or you'll trigger the event, and don't move back into this room once the event has started or you will die. So if you want to move up to Kit, you can, but do not pass me. Absolutely do not pass these bones. But make sure you are in this room. I'm going to put down a stat banner. Again, make sure you're in this room. Do not pass the bones. You have to be in this room when the event starts, or you will die. Some of you are in the doorway. You got to be in the room. Again, don't pass the bones, but get in the room.
Monks are.
Well, so it's
So.
She's rebooting. There she went. She just popped out. What I recommend is once he's down to 85%, I can't remember if the dots persist through each time he despawns. So make sure we're getting them dotted right before they despawn. Just going to give a moment here for Zoet. She's usually back pretty quick.
I'm at character select, logging in now.
Yep, no worries. I just want to finish this fight so we don't have to hear the stupid stomach growl. Those of you that are in the threshold, I need you to make sure you are in the room. If you're in the threshold, you're going to get that AE. Flashpoint, Clara. Volkert, Malamvin, even watch being along the wall. Okay, is there anyone that is not ready? All right, looks like our tank is going to be Kazuma. So Kaz, as soon as we pass these bones, eventually it will trigger. It is perma-rooted, so we'll get DPS on it pretty quick, but we'll get debuffs on it as well. Anyone not ready? Okay, all right, we're going to creep up just past the bones until it spawns. Get debuffs now. Let's engage. This is the easy part. Get it to 85, it's going to despawn. When it despawns, move to center. Wait for the direction call out. You're going to go opposite of what is listed in on the game. I'll call it out. Mez the ad, or mez those. You can Radiant Cure to get rid of those. Be ready for the call. Pick up the mobs that spawn. Don't kill them right away. Wards down now, please. Wait for it. Move southwest. Move southwest. Be ready to pick up the mob. Move northwest. Move northwest. The northwest part of the room, not to your northwest. In case it's unclear. Pick up the ads and hold them. Be ready to move one more time. Move southeast. Move to the southeast. Pick them up. Get those mobs killed, please. Be ready to engage the Mind Blight. And we need dots and DPS on the Mind Blight as soon as possible. Quickly. Get the other one killed, but also get dots on the Mind Blight. If you get that nasty buff, it's a spell range debuff. As much DPS on it as possible. Kill the Mez the Minars. Everyone to the center, please. Ready for the callouts? Go the direction I call. Move southwest. Move southwest. Move to the northwest part of the room. Pick up those ads and hold them. Move to the northeast part of the room, please. Pick up the ads. Burn them. The Mind Shear spawns. Get them engaged quickly. He's over there on the far side. I've got to get to him. Stack your dots and your DPS. Radiant Cure is needed. Gotta get him as close to 35% as we can. Mez the ads, mez the ads. Resing Melite. Let's get Volkered up. Damage as well. Everyone to the center. Be ready for the direction callouts. Get them rebuffed. Make sure Melite, Damage, Volkered get rebuffed. Wait for the callouts. Southeast part of the room, please. Southeast.
Oops, went too far.
Southwest, please. Pick up those mobs and hold them. Northwest, please. Northwest part of the room. Pick them up, bring them, hold them. Let's DPS them and engage the Mind Blight. Get them dead.
It's down.
Mind Blight's on the west side. Kill that ad and get the DPS on that Mind Blight, please. Get it to 35 as close as you can. Gotta burn it. Go, 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 go. Be ready for ads in case we get them. That's the Mangler. Keep mezzing.
Oh yeah.
Well done, everyone. Super clean. Everyone to the center. Looks like everyone's rezzed. Nice job. Let's open that chest, please. Zing, if you could, please do loot for me. I am going to assign this key to Bragg. Bragg, you'll have to click out and back in to make sure that that key takes.
Okay. I can do that now.
Yeah, you can do that now, as long as you're not bidding on anything. And Zing, let me give you looter, please. Really nice job, guys. That was beautiful. Congrats, SK. while we're doing loot here, we will have Citadel on farm for the next 2 weeks at the very least, just because there's 2 weeks left in this expansion. So this week, Wednesday, Friday, and then next week, Wednesday, Friday. The more we can do each day, the more I may be able to put on the next that same night. In other words, if we end early, we can go do something else, like maybe a Corvax run. Once we get into Underfoot, that Wednesday I have as a raid night in Underfoot, you're not taking a break because there's no level cap increase. However, because there's some unlocking that needs to take place, we may have to adjust that first day. In other words, we may not be able to request the raids on that Wednesday. Congrats, Volkert. But I do suspect that we will be in Underfoot and we will be attempting those raids as quickly as we can so that we can get all the loot. When you guys see the amount of loot that's going to drop, you're going to flip out. It's going to be good stuff. Let's go ahead and make sure we rebuff anybody that died on that fight while we're waiting on loot. In just a moment, I'll need a volunteer to assist with pulling. Do I have a volunteer for that? Congrats, Dora.
Oh.
Hey, Lynn, we hear you now.
Testing.
Yep, we hear you, Lynn. Again, do I have any volunteers to assist pulls? I'm going to assign people if not. Excellent. We'll finish up loot and then we'll start pulls from the north. Congrats, Refret. Again, let's check those rebuffs and rebuff anybody that needs it. I love the loot here, but when you guys start to see the Underfoot loot, you're going to go crazy because it's going to drop about 3 times the loot, and the loot is going to be about 50% better. We just have to be able to do the events.
Kit, so the single group loot is equal to this loot here almost.
Yeah, it's really, really nice. Congrats again, Refried.
When new expansions come out in past guilds I've been in, they reset DKP. Is that an issue with this guild?
No, we do not. Although it has been suggested that maybe we do enact a DKP decay of some type. We've just never been able to find one that works well for us, but you should keep your same DKP. Right now, the rules are pretty standard.
Thanks for answering that.
Yeah, no problem. Mr. SK, could you start looking around to see what you can get for us, please? Tanks, be ready. Let's get temp buffs as we're starting pulls. Remember, these ads are difficult. Congrats, Kativ. That's nice for 1. Yep. When the Mastrix come in, make sure they face towards the raid. Keep their butts away. They are mezzable, by the way, so some of them will be linked. We may need to mez as many as we can. If you can get aggro without damaging, that'd be great. Follow your main assist, which is brag at the moment. SK, if you need assistance, just call upon someone. Remember to keep them facing towards the raid. Good job. Keep those tanks healed. By the way, doing great, guys. That first event, I think we cleared before 20 after, so it's perfect. We know we got that event down.
It's because Train wasn't here.
Want to buy some Pepto-Bismol for the stomach? Some of them may be aggro linked, by the way. If so, tanks be ready to pick them up. Let's mez if possible. So if you can pick them up without aggroing, or without pick them up without aggroing, without damaging. Follow your main assist. We'll mez as many as we can. Okay, follow your main assist. We'll pick them up. We'll get them mezzed.
Or 4.
Keep those tanks healed. Just remember, these are mezzable. Let's get Kasir rebuffed. be following assist, by the way. Make sure you're following assist. Looks like that was a shield. Thank you very much for that. One mob was shielding the other. Thank you. I can't remember what the Farons do. If anybody remembers, let me know.
Eat the mana.
Mana drain.
Okay, if you want to hide around the corner of a pillar, you can. I can't really tell if it's blocking it or not.
Doesn't.
Perfect. Oh, nope, it didn't block it that time. We'll probably need a little mid break after this one since most of the casters got sucked dry. Okay, yeah, just give us a mid break. While we're clearing, the next event is our trophy room event. We'll have items that will be lootable and usable on the mobs during the event. They really, really make a big difference. I'll have 2 slashing, 2 piercers, and 2 blunt weapons. Kasir, I'm probably going to give you a piercer. I'll give the other one to either Sayo or Kudu. Have a volunteer for the slashing and the blunt weapons. Probably a monk for blunts. I'll give one to Zing. Anybody for a slashing weapon? Probably warrior maybe. Or a barg. Bard. A barg. Not sure what a barg is. It's like a warg and a bard put together. Just trying to get a little bit of mana. You said there's two coming up next? All right, go ahead and bring those. Look alive, folks. Here they come. Be ready to heal your tanks. Okay, we're going to move up. Just a reminder, don't move too far up because you don't want to start the event. Make sure you do not pass kit, please. Going to hold right here at the door. Hodor. Resetting the banner. Let's give everyone a moment to get caught up. Let's get rebuffs and temp buffs on everyone. Malawin's got some information he's going to throw into guild or into a raid while I talk about how we do this fight. All right. Initially, there's going to be 8 mobs. Each type of mob, there's 2 of each types, are going to be susceptible to different weapons. So if I give you one of those weapons, or if you have a specific type of weapon that you use, just know which mob you should be attacking first. All tanks will need to be picking up those ads. When we initially go in, I'll go around and open up all of the items. Zing, I'm going to re-sign looter since you're going to be doing DPS. As the fight goes on, there's going to be multiple trophies that will come off of the wall. They will walk to the center, and we need to burn them down quickly. Initially, it will be the Kiv, followed by the Ixt, Ikov, etc., etc. Each one is going to have a little bit of some special abilities. We're going to make sure we're meting up as well. So we'll have the Kiv, we'll have the Ixt, we'll have the Ikov. When we get to the electrified trophy, we need to burn that down quickly, but it also has a damage shield you need to watch out for. When that guy dies, we'll eventually get 2 Rift Seekers at the same time. We have to keep those far enough away that they don't damage the raid, but close enough that they don't cause problems. So I think we found out that just kind of either side of the platform was perfect. So I have an additional slashing weapon. Does anybody want that? I'll give 1 slash to Weezer. I'll give 1 piercer to Kassir, 1 piercer to Sayo, 1 blunt to Zing, 1 to Lightning. Gonna give a shield to. Did the shields do anything, by the way?
They're 300 AC.
Okay, I know Malamvin wanted 1, but I'm gonna give that to a tank. They depop immediately once the event is done. Actually, halfway through the event.
Kit, my memory is kind of fogged on this, but wasn't there also in this trophy room special things where the casters are supposed to be? Where there's like one that if you're throwing fire, there's a bonus modification to it. One if it's lightning, etc.
I don't think that's this room.
The raid, I believe.
Yeah, I think that's back in Dreadspire. Do I have any of the tanks that want the shield? If none of the tanks want the shield, I'll give it to Malamvin. Okay, still waiting on mana to come back. A lot of us are still a little bit low. Again, get those temp buffs on everyone. Malamvin's put in the tank order for the specific trophies. If we're good and we have good DPS, we should be able to burn down the ads pretty quickly before the trophies even get up there. When you're engaging the trophies, I'll be putting some information in raid. Watch the frontal and rear cone on some of them. There are going to be a lot of AEs going off. Just ask your patience while we finish up temp buffs and get mana up. By the way, if I have another volunteer to assist me with opening those items, I'd welcome it.
I have an open hotkey.
Yeah, if you want to open any of those items that you see, please do so. It's the little floating weapons in the center of the room. Okay, we're almost in out of combat regeneration. I'm going to give us about 30 seconds to a minute or so once that happens, and then we'll be ready to move in. Amarth will be our first tank for the Kiv trophy after the ads spawn. We're going to move in about 30 seconds. Moving in 30 seconds. Oh, by the way, when Mastrix and the Mastrix group of ads that spawn, make sure those get mezzed. Mastrix should be mezzed. Enchanters mez them. It'll knock off about 50% of their health. Okay, let's approach the door, please. We are going to send the tanks in first. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Tanks in the center. Pick up the ads. Gave Weezer a weapon. Giving Kassir a weapon. those down before the trophy starts moving. It'll be the Kiv trophy first, which is to the northeast. It's not moving yet. All right, so far so good. Kiv trophy's moving. Avoid the, stand back a little bit if you can. The frontal will be nasty, so watch the tank. All right, burn it down. Get more ads immediately once this is dead. I can't open the door. If you're not in the room, you're locked out. Steve, can you try calling him? It's Volker. Okay. Get the ads, please. Moland and Weezer need reses, please. Quickly. Wards down. Wards down. Skill line, hold a rest. Thank you.
Hey, whoever keeps breaking the meds on the strip, please stop.
Follow your assist. If you're tank picking it up, just hang on.
It's dotted. I can't get it messed.
The next should be the Ixt trophy. Watch the rear on this one. You don't want to be on the rear of this Ixt when it comes in. It has not moved yet. Kazuma will be our tank. The Ixt is moving. Watch the rear of this. Stay on the side of the Ixt. Let's make sure we position so that it's whatever way it's facing, we're on the side of it.
Yep, he looks good.
All right, let's do it. Keep Chasm up. We'll have more ads soonish. When this dies, or I think it's a minute in, whichever comes first. Be ready to pick up the ads. Make sure you're assisting. They're here, pick them up. If you are one of the people with a weapon that is specific to your mob type, you should be able to attack that mob type, I think, because it's not going to be a Mastric. Piercing on Chimeras, blunt on Pharons, slashing on Ukins. Alright, the Ikiv will be next after these are dead. It has not started to move yet. It'll be SK to tank it. It will have a frontal blind, just be ready for that. Alright, it's moving to the center. Heals to SK. We'll have more of those ads when this is dead. Be ready for the ads. They're here, watch your tanks. The Electrified, I believe, is next. We will burn the Electrified quickly as possible. Then we'll have the 2 Rift Seekers. The Electrified should be burned. The Rift Seekers will need to be picked up and placed kind of on opposite sides of this ramp. Get a tank order again for the Electrified and the Rift Seekers. Raleigh will have the Electrified. Tyrion and Malavwin will split the Rift Seekers up in the correct position. Just watch your aggro. He is going to have a DS. Melees, watch yourself. He does have a DS. If we have a cleric that can mark, or a paladin that can mark, that will help a little bit, I think.
Yeah, Beast Lord that can mark.
Or that. Let's get it debuffed. Burn it as quickly as possible, please. Just watch yourself.
Of course it didn't work.
I can't get it just to die before trial.
Yeah, no worries. Let's get this down, folks. We'll have the Rift Seeker soon.
Okay, Kit, I am getting stuff on top of this, where the guy came from. It says your spell smashes into the target doing a large amount of extra damage.
Oh, well, maybe it does work then from the platforms over there. Be ready for the Rift Seekers, please. Some of the wizards want to try that. They can go into a specific location. One of those platforms where they came from. Watch your tanks, Tyrion and Malavwin. They'll pick them up. can't remember if we have to balance these or not. I don't think we have to.
No, you can pick one and go.
Burn, burn, burn. Keep Lamina tearing up. Watch your aggro, folks. You'll get them out of position. Burn the other one. We will have a curator that we have to deal with, I believe. I think we only have to knock him down about 5%. And then it's going to spit us out of this room. Not necessarily in that order. And well done, everyone. And Thrombosis, thank you for the information. We didn't remember about that last time, so good job.
Yeah, depending on the spell, I believe the lightning guy that adds to magic if your spells are magic based, etc. Then cold and then fire.
Yeah, it looks like cold. Yeah, it looks like cold would be over here. It looks like they have a little aura around them. Get that curator down 5% and it'll spit us out. Good to know. Thank you, Thrombosis. All right, excellent job, everyone. We can go back into the room and open our loot. So far, you guys are doing fantastic tonight. Mr. Zing, I'd like to throw you back to Master Looter if you're able to do loot for me, please. Thank you, sir. Could you give Weezer that key, please? Congrats, Thrombosis. And casters are cleaning up.
Yeah, it's because weapons are garbage.
Doesn't necessarily sound like the most attractive cape. Give it to Kassir, please, Zing. Thank you. Weezer, looks like you already have a key. You may need to pop out and hit the door and come back in. You don't have to do it right this second. We can wait till loot's done. Congrats, Dora. Our next event is Stasis. That's the name of the event, Stasis. For those that have done the event, it's the event where we have 2 mobs that we have to kill at the same time, then the next 2 at the same time, and the next 2, or at least we have to spawn them at the same time. They don't have to be balanced or anything. Then we get Lannis and Furiona along with the Curator. I'll explain a little bit more as we get closer. Congrats, Clara.
Thank you.
Again, we'll go as far tonight as we can in the event that we are able to do this in one clear in one night. I'll put the hard mode on the next night, assuming nobody is left behind, although tonight probably wouldn't be able to do that. Thank you, Kazir. Congrats, Damien. Hey, Volker, you don't have any power sources on you, do you?
Always.
You mind tossing me one? Congrats, Bytor.
Thanks, team.
You have light if you would rather have light. I think Volker has might.
Those will be okay. I'll just take these they gave me. Thank you, Weezer. Congrats, Refried. Okay, let's go ahead and check your buffs. Refresh all temp buffs, please. We're going to begin to talk about this fight. Throughout the event, if anybody gets stuck in stasis, let us know, please. We need 3 different people to click their stasis chamber. When I say click it, I just mean you have to regular mouse click on it. And that will free them. In just a moment, Malawin will be assigning tanks. It's important that when we go in this room, no one clicks unless you're the tank that is ready to click, and I'll be giving those callouts. At the very end of this fight, after we kill the 4 sets of 2, so 8 mobs total, once we kill those 8, then we'll get the Curator and Lannis and Furiona. Furiona and Lannis must be balanced within 1% or so. They must stay balanced. We've got to get them to 35%. When we get to the Curator part, no curing, no curing. If you kill the Curator's AE, it will kill you. not the person you're curing. It will kill the curer. Check your buffs. Let's get all temp buffs on, please. When whoever is going to pick up the curator, just make sure you're facing him a certain direction so that we'll know, and kind of keep him in that direction because we'll need to move based on his emote. We struggled a little bit with this fight last time, but I think it's because it was our first time doing it. Give Malawin a moment. He's just working with the tanks to assign tankage. Just be patient. If you'd like to move to me, but absolutely do not pass, you can see this room. We'll be able to get an idea of who's where. Do not go into the room, please. Looks like Sayo started the event.
Me? Yeah.
I need a tank ready. SK, pick the Hexed Shredder. Gaunt picks the Pixed Spell Striker. Be ready. Pick Spell Striker is right here. Grab them now, please. Keep those tanks up. Gaunt on the, yep, pick it, grab it. Spell Striker needs to die first. Wards down, please. You can't cure at the moment, by the way.
Did we get locked out of the room?
If you're not in the room, it's possible, yes. Do your best. If you can cast from a distance or heal from a distance, heal at the door. We're going to stay near the door-ish, please, if we could. After this dies, the next two will be the Spawn Master and the Wave Killer. Kazuma, you'll take the Spawn Master, be ready to find it. Raleigh, you'll take the Wave Killer. Be ready to find it.
Locked out.
Okay, I need another tank quickly.
They're both right here. I'll take the Wave Killer on Malawin.
Okay, thank you. Be ready to grab them and only them when I say.
They're both right next to us.
Grab them now. Heal those tanks. Spawn Master needs to die first. Keep the raid somewhat tight so that the those ads that spawn are going to get killed by the Wave Killer. That's why you pair these together. Alright, burn the other one down pretty quickly. The next two will be the Chitin Breaker, the Hexed Chitin Breaker, and the Hexed Slime Keeper. Hexed Chitin Breaker will be Volkert. The Slime Keeper will be Amarth. Be ready to choose. Let me know if you're not in the room.
I'm not in the room.
Volkert named Martha. As long as you're in the room, we should be okay. If you're outside the room, do what you can from outside the room. Be ready to choose those two that I called. Go ahead and choose. Volkert, I need you to grab yours. The Hexed Chitin Breaker, please, Volkert. Perfect.
Who's first?
The Slime Keeper, sorry. Just a note, because we have some locked out, if we can try to bring some of those Furiona and Lannis, etc. at the end closer to this door, that'll be helpful. Folks locked out can at least heal through the door. Pick up ground weapons if you're a melee. Should be ground weapons that'll do damage. I think there's even something that casts and does about 3%. Although I don't remember which one they do damage on. I think they'll do damage on the Chitin Breaker. Yeah, I think he's somewhat spell immune. So if you see ground spawns, pick them up. SK and Landholder. Landholder's locked out. I need someone else, please. SK, you'll be on the Hexed Flash Striker. I need someone else on the Soother.
Gaunt.
Alright, Gaunt will get the Soother. We will kill the Soother first.
I'll have to drag it from the other side.
Okay. Could you put an X in raid if you're outside the room, please, just so I know? Any chance we could pull these to the door? It's just so people can melee them through the door.
Win it by the door?
Very north door, yep. See if we can maybe push it up against the door so maybe Kasir can do damage through the door.
Have we tried cough?
It doesn't work.
Campfire doesn't work either because of combat.
You could try putting the banner down in this room if someone wants to, just one person wants to pop out and try it. Banner is down in this room if someone wants to try it. Thank you, Kasir. SK and Gone, I'll need you to be ready. Pick them up, please. There you go. Bring them over here to this door. Need them on the north door, please, if possible. There you go. Keep SK and Gone up. Get him debuffed. Soother needs to die first.
Gaunt's down.
Curator summoned me.
Shit, summon me too. Yeah, we've got Lannis, Furiona, and the Curator over here as well, active. They're coming in. I'm down again. Not sure how they went active early. Someone can kite the hexed flash striker, please. It does not need to be killed. You need to balance Lannis and Furiona. Although I think it's a wipe.
Got me through the door.
Okay, good to know. Yeah, we're gonna let this wipe. We need to let it wipe and completely reset, please. If you're in the room, I need you to get out of the room or die, or it will not reset. We're going to go to the Guild Hall tub, please, and we're going to hold there. Again, if you're in the zone, I need you to die or not be in that room. Otherwise, the event won't reset, and if it does reset, you'll re-trigger it once because you're inside the room. So we're going to meet in the Guild Hall. We're going to rebuff there, and then when we're all rebuffed and ready to go, we'll all zone in at one time because the guild banner is set inside that room. So far, we did a great job, everybody. Just need to work on our last fight. We got locked out because we spawned it a little early.
Sorry, I had keyboard issues.
Yeah, no worries. We were doing all right until that final little bit. I feel like we had the Lannis and Furiona and Curator spawn more quickly than usual. I'm not sure why. Again, if you can meet in the Guild Hall, we'll rebuff there. You guys were doing really well. I mean, it's only an hour and 20 minutes into the raid, and we've already done 2 events. We almost completed 3. We'll wait in the guild pool, and we'll do buffs.
Should I res if I haven't resed?
You don't need to necessarily. You can do it after.
Well,
The benefit to resing inside the room, if you're inside the room, no, you should not take the res.
Okay.
And if you died outside the room, don't think we'll be able to res them in, so.
Yeah, if you're inside the zone still, as long as you're not in that room, you're okay. But if you're in that room, you need to exit or the event will not reset, or you will re-trigger the event once it does reset. just a reminder, the next time we do this, that final mob does not need to be killed. It just needs to be kited. And then when it depoofs or poofs, then we'll engage the Lannis, Furiona, and Curator. I'm going to take a quick AFK. I suggest if you need to, you do the same. We'll get and finish all rebuffs. Please get all your buffs completed. We are going to move in 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Remember, you can go ahead and do temporary buffs because those will not tick down. By the way, given the quickness with we had to react, really good job. Especially on the tanks, picking up the mobs, considering some of us were locked out. Please complete all your buffs. We're going to be moving in about a minute. Got an MGB rank 2 going out for gallantry, just so the clerics will be okay. Sorry, Reef, drop that gallantry. All right, please wrap up those buffs.
Now, kid, I'm watching, and it's still the same minute.
I know, I always like to give the call out early, though. Malawin is going to put the tanks in the order here. SK and Gaunt, I'll need you to pick up and hit the tanks when we're inside and we're ready. Just, we can't wait too long, but I'll try to call for it. We're going to move to the guild portal, but do not click yes yet. Just have the little window ready to go. You can move it to the guild portal, but do not click yes yet. We will all click together. We're going to click in 15 seconds. I'll call for it. In 10, in 3, 2, 1, click. I hope it's reset. It is reset. SK on the Hexed Shredder. Gaunt on the Pixed Spell Striker. Don't click yet. Wait for the call. Make sure you bring him to the north. Don't exit the room, please.
Spell striker first.
Stand by. Do it now? Oh, actually, right now? Now. Okay, bring him. Spell Striker is first. Heals to those 2 tanks, please. You can cure for now. SK needs heals. SK's down. Need a backup tank. Let's do wards down, please. Let's get a res on the lab one. Keep these tanks up, folks.
I think our cleric just went LD.
No, Melite had an emergency, so she's going to be out.
Okay, thanks.
I need our next 2 tanks to be ready. Kazuma on the Hex Spawn Master. Raleigh on the Wave Killer, please. Pull him. Bring him to the door here. Spawn Master first. We have lost Melite, so make sure we're picking up the slack here. Can you post the tank order again? Next up, it'll be Volkert and Amarth. Volkert on the Chitin Breaker. Don't press it until we're ready. Amarth on the Hexed Slime Keeper. Don't hit anything until we're ready. For now, you can cure. Volkert and Amarth, you should know where your mob is, but don't click until I say. Curing for now is okay. Volkert and Amarth, be ready. Wait for it. Now. Slime Keeper first. little bit closer to the north door, please. And keep those tanks up. If you find ground weapons, you can pick them up and use them on the chitin breaker. SK, you'll need to find the flash striker, but do not click anything yet. Landholder, you'll need to find where the soother is, but do not click anything yet. Allowance down, resing. Get the tanks up. Get Malawan rebuffed when he's up. Again, ground spawns can be used against this guy. Keep Volkered up. SK and Landholder stand by. Do not click anything yet until said.
It's these guys against that other one, or these weapons against the other one. They're all Bane Bazoo.
Okay, thank you. Be ready to click. Landholder SK click. And bring him over here to the north door. The Pixed Soother should be killed first. Thank you, Sayo. I'll change my order that I kill those.
But the Bazoo drops this little yellow thing, the Bazoo slime, which I guess is against the other guy.
Make sure these are facing each other, by the way. They need to be facing each other. Split the mobs up so they are done so. May need to move them apart a little bit so you can tell. There you go. Just make sure they are facing each other. Landholders down. Kite the flesh striker, please. Kite him. Just kite him. No need to damage this guy, just kite him. Keep SK up. I'm going to move the raid in position to the north, please. I need the raid in position to the north. Furion and Lannis must be balanced. Curator can be on the south wall here by the door, facing away from the raid. No cures at this point. Keep SK up. This guy will depop shortly. Furion and Lannis must be balanced. Let's get Earth and Damien up, please. Just kite that for now. Claire, give me an MGB if you have it.
Khaleesi's gonna die.
Keep guiding it. It'll depop in a second here. Let's actually off tank it and face it away from the raid, or keep it away from the raid. He should depop momentarily. Can we get a tank order for the next mobs, please? SK on Furiona, Chasma on Lannis. Tyrion will take the Curator. For now, keep SK up.
Volk, then Chasm on Lannis.
Oh, I'm sorry. Raleigh, Volk, Tyrion, my bad. I misread. Keep SK up. I think actually for now you can cure that knock wave, but just watch yourself. Just waiting for this guy to depop. Alright, here we go. No cures at this point. No cures at this point. Keep Furion and Lannis balanced, but do DPS on them. Be ready. Curator does have a directional AE, so try to put him in the south corner here by this whatever.
I guess I was too close. I got summoned.
Need to get Lannis and Furiona debuffed and bounce them down, please. Keep resing, folks. Khaleesi, if you have MGB, hit it for a heal. Tyr needs heals. No curing, please. No curing. No radiant cures. Get rebuffs on people as we res them. Keep Furion and Lannis balanced. Bytor, give me an MGB. We need Xavius resed. Raleigh as well. We can get the Curator debuff, please do so. All we gotta do is get him to 35, keep him balanced. Slate, if you have an MGB, hit it.
Dude's down next tank.
Bokert's got it, hold on to it. Face it against the wall so we'll know which direction to avoid the AE. Let's get it debuffed.
Down.
Keep pressing folks in as we can. Watch your aggro. Someone gets in a stasis chamber. Hit Chasm and Amarth, please. Somebody go around clicking stasis chambers.
Lorraine's clicking.
Gone stasis.
Heals to
Keep it up, folks.
Monkstar, just to your right. Can you hit this chamber? Thank you.
Tyrion's in stasis next tank.
Need someone to click Tyrion to the left, please. Chasm has got it. Any druids have an MGB left?
Oh god.
Thrombosis behind you. Click once. Got him.
Gone down.
Hey, Mart's got it for now. Keep rezzing.
Tyrion. Back to Amarth.
Again, no curing. Keep it up, folks, and we got this. Keep rezzing.
Hey, buddies in the back too.
All right, nice job, everyone. Let's see if we can get Haymarth out of stasis here. He's in the back. He's in the very far north. Need one more person to click.
Wait, I was getting a screenshot, damn it.
It does look like a little Amarth zoo. We need a little placard that says his name and his scientific name and what his normal habitat is. Let's get everyone rezzed. We're actually, that cure is going off and killing people, so make sure you're not curing. Just needs to wear off regularly. You need to res those folks in. Again, make sure we are keeping folks healed, please. Just letting all those debuffs fall off. Watch your groups, make sure they're staying healed. It's almost off. Stand by. Oh, we got an ad through the raid here. Make sure you hide around the corner when this dies. If you're a caster, get around the corner here, behind a pillar. If you're a melee, make sure you back out when this is about to die. Out of line of sight when this dies, please. Out of line of sight. Nicely done. Okay, all the AEs should be done. Yay, now we can reap our rewards. Let's go ahead and open the chest, please. Can you give that key to Refried? I know he's flagged, but he wants the achievement. And Zing, if you're able, you can do loot.
See Jimmy first at 25. We're at 30.
Really good job, everybody. I'm going to evaluate where time sits once loot's done here. We do have that heavy trash, so because there's so much trash clearing and we've lost a couple of healers, yeah, we might need to hold on the rest of it. What we may do Friday is we may come in and actually try to skip the trash. I'm not exactly familiar of how we'll do it, but we'll see if we can do it. Congrats, Mullen. We do have 4 events left in the zone, technically 4.5 if you count that mini event. Well, one person can plan it, but you need a certain number of people close to you. Aha. Before we call it for the night, I'm gonna try one thing. So let's finish up this loot first, please. Everybody just stay put. Grats Trimage. See if there's no call in this zone at all.
There are no heroes here.
Okay, thank you. Grats Damien. Again, if everybody could just stand by, I need to attempt something so that it'll make Friday go much easier. But just stay with me, please, until loot is done.
Just crash the desktop, Kit.
Okay, let me know when you're back.
I'm gonna go to 45 on that that piece, though, the armor piece.
Sorry, well, I already bid 45 for it. I mean, on your behalf.
That's fine. I wouldn't go higher.
Okay. Grats Volkert, you did win. It'll be waiting for you when you come back.
Just waiting on a currently logged in player to be removed.
Looks like you just got kicked out. Could I have the entire raid, while we're finishing up these bids, move to the northwest corner of this room against this wall in this little corner where you see Kit? Again, we are not exiting this room. You're going to move to the northwest corner of this room. Zing, you should be able to assign that other piece to Volkert as well.
All right, that's loot.
Okay, just stand by for me, please. Just gonna attempt something. Okay, please stay put. Is it possible for someone to drag me through the wall there? It may not let you, but you can try.
Far away.
Literally from where the raid is standing right now, you may be able to grab my corpse and pull it through.
Nah, it says you're out of range.
Okay.
How about a necro summoning?
Nope, it's okay for it to be right there. Just stand by for me. Give me another minute. I just want to make sure we can do this correctly.
Want me to put up a basic fire kit?
I don't think you can campfire into there. You can try it.
Thought somebody said they tried.
You can try.
Is there an AFK cleric in the guild hall at the moment? Okay, give me 1 second. When I'm ready, I want you to bestow DA on me, and then I'm going to take the portal. Give me 1 second.
Is there
I'm going to throw a couple things on, but not really. Sorry, just let me cast one thing. Thank you all for being patient. Again, this will help us on Friday. Just want to get the idea of this down. Melite, don't take the portal yet if you're back.
I saw you, I'm waiting.
Okay. Minx, hit me with DA. Melite, stay in the guild hall. Okay, interesting. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to call it, and then on Friday we will adjust and be able to skip a lot of these nasty trash. We have 4 more, technically 4.5 more events, so there's a lot of loot left up for grabs. We will complete this instance on Friday. We got exactly as far as I wanted to go. Again, we will call it an early night. I'm hoping that we will have a nice full raid on Friday. Thank you all very much. I appreciate it.
The res is needed out in the lobby.
I'm sure there's probably a few that are needed.
Yeah, I'll need some.
So is that it for the raid, or are we doing OMMs, or is that it?
That's it for the raid. Nope, we're going to call it for tonight. If I unfortunately probably need to log myself. I've got something I got to take care of real quick. But if folks are around on Friday, I'll run an OMM. If we aren't too late, then I have a feeling we're going to run a little late on Friday till we get these fights down and get our moving through down. Thank you all very much. Again, I'm giving you a little bit of an early night tonight so that we can have Friday a nice full raid.